Tennis has been my life. Every time I go to tournaments, I get enthused again. I just love the competition and the camaraderie of all the tennis players I've met over the years. And I've been playing tennis since I was 9 years old.
It's been 6.5 decades since Lorne, Maine first caught the attention of tennis fans. He competed in 11 Grand Slam singles tournaments. In 1954 alone, he played in the French Open, the US Open, and at Wimbledon. It was also the year he won the Open in Monte Carlo.
I was unseeded in the tournament, and there was 128 of us.
But I mean, it was a really big deal in those days, and Lorne won the tournament.
At the time, it was probably the third biggest clay court tournament behind the French Open and the Italian Open. So I think to this day, Lorne, Maine is one of the most significant men's tournament in the history of Canadian tennis.
That was my biggest win in tennis.
But there was no prize money in tennis, and Lorne soon had a family to support. So he quit the game and took a job in advertising.
In those days, there was a lot of lunch hours and a lot of martini drinking and things like that. And I guess it just got a little out of hand with the drinking. I mean, my wife died. We were both alcoholic. And she didn't get a second chance, and I did. I stopped just in time, and we had 4 children to raise, and I haven't had a drink for 41 years.
There were some dark days for us as a family, but Dad got it together. It took a little bit of time, and we were able to pull together as a family.
I mean, I'm very proud of that. It's something I had to do.
When his family had grown up, Lorne decided there was something else he had to do. At the age of 56, he returned to the game he loved.
And I played my first senior tennis in 1986, and that was my first world title.
He sort of came out of the blue, having had this drinking problem all these years, and just was a phenomenal player again.
Anyone who thought this would be the brief twilight of Lorne's career was wrong. He became the most successful player in the history of seniors tennis, racking up singles victories as well as doubles championships with partner Ken Sinclair. When the International Tennis Federation decided to present its first ever Outstanding Senior Award, the choice was obvious.
I would like to present Lorne, Maine this special award.
And so they said, well, we got to pick somebody. And so they looked up the record and they said, hey, you're way ahead of everybody else, so you're going to be the first one.
He's the most preeminent senior player I've ever seen. I don't know if anybody else will ever be able to duplicate what he's done.
He hasn't always done this for himself. He's done this because he's represented Canada.
I do love my country. I love to see the new players coming up and how strong we are in tennis right now.
The reaction says a lot.
We are becoming a tennis nation, finally. Bouchard. She's having a tough time this year. I mean, she's on 20, 21 years old. Come on. Give her a break. Milos is a real deal, too. He's got the best serve in the world. He just needs that little extra. And here he is, only 24.
It was constant support and just really keep going for it. I think he's the best example of that, going for his whole life, really, and loving the sport and trying to make the most of every opportunity.
For the past 5 years, Lorne's doubles partner has been Adrian Avis, a 65-year-old senior star from Australia.
I met on the tennis court in Austria. I looked at this beautiful little blonde girl with ponytail and blue eyes, and we just hit it off.
Well, I thought he was kind of cute. Well, I just admired his tennis.
She's one of the better doubles players in Australia. She is the best.
We've had some very good wins. We were actually #1 in the world at one stage in mixed, so it's been good.
When there's a North American tournament to play, Adrian and Lorne always take the scenic route. This time, they and their old green convertible are headed for Los Angeles.
She keeps seeing Route 66, and she says, "What is that?" And I said, "Well, it's a highway from Chicago to LA, 3,000 miles all the way." And she said, "Let's do it."
I think it's great because it keeps him young. Look at him, he's fantastic.
He likes being the best that he is at his age, and I think obviously that's one of the things that keeps him going.
We're hoping that he has, a couple of more age groups in him in terms of his competition level.
I don't want to grow up. I mean, I got a lot of time to go, I hope. We're on the road again, my love. We're on the road again.